Imagine discovering a continent larger than India, China, and Europe combined. A land filled with mountains taller than the Alps. Millions of years of untouched history. Enough fresh water to change the future of humanity. Now imagine that no country owns it. No borders. No presidents. No armies. No permanent cities. Just ice, silence, and one of the most extraordinary international agreements ever signed. This is Antarctica. And the question is, why does nobody own an entire continent? Welcome to Amplified Archives. Today, we are traveling to the coldest, driest, and windiest place on Earth. A place that has fascinated explorers, challenged scientists, and forced the world's most powerful nations to cooperate. Because Antarctica isn't just frozen land. It's one of humanity's greatest political experiments. For most of human history, Antarctica didn't officially exist. Ancient philosophers imagined there had to be a giant southern land to balance the continents in the north. They called it Terra Australis Incognita, the unknown southern land. But nobody had actually seen it. For centuries, it remained a mystery drawn only on maps and in imagination. Then, in the early 1800s, several expeditions claimed sightings of massive ice-covered land. The race to explore Antarctica had begun. Yet unlike Africa or the Americas, there were no civilizations waiting. No kingdoms. No cities. No resources that could easily be taken. Only endless ice. By the late 19th century, Antarctica became the ultimate challenge for explorers. The world's greatest adventurers risked everything to reach the South Pole. Two names would become legendary: Roald Amundsen of Norway and Robert Falcon Scott of Britain. In 1911, Amundsen reached the South Pole first. Scott arrived weeks later. On his journey home, Scott and his entire team died in the freezing wilderness. Their story became one of history's greatest exploration tragedies. The world admired Antarctica, but no country truly wanted to settle there. At least, not yet. As exploration increased, nations began drawing invisible lines across the ice. Britain claimed enormous sections. Australia followed. Then New Zealand. France. Norway. Chile. Argentina. Some claims even overlapped. Argentina and Chile both claimed land that Britain also claimed. The stage was quietly being set for future conflict. Yet something unexpected happened. Nobody enforced these claims. There were no wars. No military occupations. No fences. Just flags planted in the snow. After World War II, the world entered the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union competed everywhere. Many feared Antarctica would become another battlefield. Both countries had the technology. Both had strategic interests. Both could have claimed enormous areas. Instead, something remarkable happened. Scientists changed history. During the International Geophysical Year of 1957 and 1958, more than 60 countries worked together to study Earth. Politics took a back seat. Science came first. It proved something extraordinary. cooperation was possible. Even during one of history's most dangerous political rivalries. In 1959, 12 nations signed one of the most peaceful agreements ever created. The Antarctic Treaty. It transformed an entire continent. Military activity? Banned. Nuclear testing? Forbidden. Radioactive waste? Illegal. The treaty declared Antarctica would be used only for peaceful purposes and scientific research. Even more fascinating, it didn't erase territorial claims. It simply froze them. Countries that had already claimed land kept their positions, but couldn't expand them. Countries that never recognized those claims didn't have to. Everyone agreed to disagree. And somehow, it worked. Today, Antarctica has no permanent residents. Only scientists. Depending on the season, around 1,000 to 5,000 researchers live there temporarily. They study climate, ancient ice, space, ocean currents, meteorites, wildlife. Some of the ice beneath their feet is nearly 1 million years old. Those frozen layers contain tiny air bubbles from Earth's ancient atmosphere. They're like time capsules, helping scientists understand climate changes long before humans existed. Here's where things become complicated. Antarctica may contain enormous reserves of oil, natural gas, coal, and valuable minerals. Yet almost none of it is being extracted. Why? Because environmental protection became just as important as politics. In 1991, countries signed another agreement. The Protocol on Environmental Protection. It prohibited mineral resource activities for commercial purposes. The ban is scheduled for review after 2048, though changing it would require broad international agreement. For now, the continent remains protected. Not because there are no resources, but because the world agreed they shouldn't be exploited. At least, not yet. Climate change is changing Antarctica faster than many expected. Ice shelves are breaking apart. Glaciers are retreating. Sea levels continue to rise. Scientists believe what happens here will affect every coastline on Earth. The future of Antarctica isn't just about penguins or explorers. It's about billions of people living near oceans. Protecting Antarctica may ultimately mean protecting ourselves. Antarctica is unlike any other place on Earth. A continent with no capital, no government, no native population, no wars over territory, only international cooperation. In a world often divided by borders, Antarctica reminds us that some places are too important to belong to just one nation. Perhaps the most extraordinary thing about Antarctica isn't what's hidden beneath the ice. It's what humanity chose not to do. Sometimes, the greatest achievement isn't claiming something. It's agreeing to protect it. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe to Amplified Archives. Because beyond every fact, there's a story worth uncovering. We'll see you in the next archive.